Yeah, of course, it's extremely important to tell the story. I'm going to be quite selfish to answer into this, but one of the reasons that we're out there is because we want to see with our eyes.
With your own eyes?
Yeah, sure. First of all. At
Why?
least
Why do you need to see it with your own eyes?
Curiosity, fascinating stuff, yeah. I cannot answer for all of us, of course, but many people who talk with about this issue, yeah. Just because we are curious, we want to see, we want to touch the situation right there.
And there's a lot of adrenaline involved, and it can be a little bit addictive. Is that fair? I know a lot of junkies. Yeah?
Yeah.
Barbara?
Well, I definitely think that there is an addictive element to being in war zones and covering these stories that are incredibly visceral and just so instant and so incredibly alive in many ways, you know? And it is addicting. And, you know, at some point, you have to shut it down. At some point, you have to decide, well, maybe it's time to do something else because it eats you up as well. You know, I think everybody can speak to that who's had that kind of experience.
Well, we were talking last night, and Josh, I think, you know, when I said about being too sensitive to do it anymore, and I can't remember, someone said, oh, you build up, you know, you build a thick skin over time, and you said it was actually the opposite. You feel like you become increasingly sensitive the more time you spend there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it accumulates a little bit just living with that. I mean, it's a low level of anxiety, level of danger, but it's constant over time, and it kind of, I think it does affect you in ways you don't quite understand at the time. But yeah, you know, personally, I hate adrenaline, and I try to avoid it at all costs.